You have totally forgotten about posture, how posture is conditioned. When I look at my cell phone, I tend to look like this. At that point, my head weighs an equivalent of about 60 pounds. That's massive tension. I get compression here. And my body is in a posture which most of us associate with depression, hopelessness, and defeat, without knowing. And so what I do more and more during the day, I'm sitting like this. And in fact, you can look at young athletes now. That's a Canadian study. You can look at their spine. And their spine is more like this. And here they're 18-year-olds. It's shocking. But now going back to the emotional quality of that. We all have been conditioned. We're just like mammals. Think of two dogs getting together. One is submissive, one is dominant. The dominant dog expands, its tail goes up. The submissive dog shrinks. Humans are just like that. We are mammals. So when we are defeated, we feel hopeless, our bodies collapse. You could say that is a somatic experience matching the emotions and thoughts. What we forget is when we put our bodies in this position, it's much easier to access hopeless, powerless, and defeated thoughts. And any of you can do this experiment. Don't take my word for it, just do it. All you do is just sit for a moment and then collapse, slouch, our normal iPhone look, our normal television look when we are watching a series where we sit on the couch all slouching and we sit for a long time period. Just sit in that position and then evoke hopeless, helpless, powerless memories for 30 seconds. That's all you have to do. Then after 30 seconds, don't change your position, stay slouched, and again, evoke this time optimistic, empowering memories for 30 seconds. Then shift your position, sit up, expand, look up, like the world is looking up. And now while looking up, think only of hopeless, helpless, powerless, defeated memories. And after 30 seconds, don't change your position, stay up, think of optimistic, empowering memories. What is so impressive in our research is when you are in the slouch position, it's much easier to access the hopeless, helpless thoughts. For some people, the tears will come almost immediately. It depends on their past. And in the down position, when we do look at electrical activity of the brain, it is harder for the brain has to work harder to think of positive, empowering memories. It doesn't mean you cannot do it, and people vary. And when you're up, you can still think of the hopeless, helpless, powerless memories, but you have slightly more distance. And you have and also more access to optimistic perspectives. So we have a choice when we feel this collapse. Wait a minute, this is nurturing, almost biologically supporting, feeling more hopeless and depressed. Change your position and breathe, because when you collapse, your breathing is compromised. And if you can get up, you have more abdominal space.